So, Pleno registrations. We said we have 8/4, principal 8, octave 4. So now I can add the 2-foot. Wonderful brilliance, live to it. I can add the quint, 3-foot. It already sounds like a Pleno, right? And now, if I add to this sound the mixture with the octaves, CC. I'll play just a chord. It sounds richer, doesn't it? But I don't really hear a higher pitch or anything. Let's investigate this a little bit. What do we actually hear when we play the mixture, octave mixture? What pitch is this? Let's try and see. Is it like a 2-foot? No, it's like a 1-foot. No. And now, next note, jumping down an octave. So now it is probably like a 2-foot. Yes, you see, I took the 2-foot. Now I have the mixture. Interesting. Same pitch. Why do they have these 2 pipes? Let's listen to the speech. And let's listen to the 2-foot. And now to the mixture. A little different. Let's see if we go up with the mixture. Continue to listen to that. Jumping back. So it's repeating on the octaves. And now if we check 4-foot. So what we get up here, where we couldn't hear a higher pitch, is actually another pipe sounding, or actually 2 pipes sounding, same pitch, which is like 4-foot C. So let's put the 4-foot C. And then listen to the same sound with the mixture pipes. We hear much more speech. And we combine them. 3 octave 4 pipes, and they blend different speeches, and the mixture gives a little flamey effect, you know. So if we now combine, let's take the principal 8 with the octave 4, and we add the mixture, which then gives 4-foot there, and 2-foot, and 1-foot. So we actually hear in the bass a 1-foot which is sounded up here, a 2-foot which is sounding here. So we hear lots of C2 pitches in this chord. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pipes sounding there together. Interesting. But if we add the 2-foot, we hear an octave higher pitch. Now, without 2-foot, but with a mixture. Okay, let's try the other mixture. And smart, like we are, we expect to have octave repetitions, right? So let's see if we are right. Okay. So if I take the 8-foot, C, like here, with a 3rd and a 5th, like a terzian, this mixture without. Sounds an octave higher. Let's try this. 8-foot low C, and now we listen to the mixture. There they are, right? Play the third and the fifth, and now I only play the low note with the mixture. So when we check the pitches of this, we will find that it's working with 2-foot here. So the 2-foot is just giving the lower octave, so it's like I'm playing the triad, and now you hear the and here it's probably 4-foot. Same pitches to that, but that gives a strange effect when I now take the 8-foot with a 4-foot and add this. It gives a resultant, so it's longing for a lower pitch to feel comfortable. Not here. That's a high octave higher, but here. So I take the 16-foot. Then it feels at home. So it doesn't really give higher pitch than the 2-foot. We can check it. The 2-foot is the highest pitch that we can get in a Pleno. Not in the mixture. The mixture is lower up in the upper 2 octaves and adds either the octaves 4-foot pitch up here, or the triad, which is lower, the tertium lower than the octave 2. So let's listen to the effect of that. If I have the 8-4-3-2, we took that before, and then I add the 4-foot. Tertian mixture. So nothing higher than 2-foot, but much richer. And when I come up like here, so if I have something, if I play something like that, it sounds very strange if I don't have the 16-foot. So that's probably what I need also. Now, let's go to a Pleno piece by Johann Sebastian Bach, the E-flat major. So I will now play with the pedal with a posaune and 4-foot, and then with a coupler to the manuals, and just with a principle 8-4-3-2 without the mixtures. The pitches of the Pleno. It's rich, it's clear, it's well balanced, doesn't get confused. If I take the mixture with the repeating octaves, what happens? Well, it sounds quite okay. If I listen, I hear higher pitches in this range. And when I get a little bit further in this piece where it changes to this Italian style Corelli-like fugue, then it confuses with the octave repetitions. So, and it's not better with the octave repetitions with the third and fifth. What I could do, if I want to have a richer sound like that, would be to take the trumpet. So I take away the mixture. If I want a fuller Pleno, so in this place, it would sound like this. More clear in polyphony, a little bit bass loud. I could take the octave mixture, because now we have a really strong stop that goes, that doesn't repeat. So somehow our ear is more willing to accept these small octave repetitions. Let's try it and see. Still hear it, but our attention is not so much drawn to it. So that is a possibility. Adding the trumpet, and maybe this, at the beginning it would sound like this, richer, a little bit louder, more perhaps in direction with a fuller sound, French style. I could take the 16-foot as well. Quite nice. Maybe not so clear when you get to this section. I think, yeah, possible. And of course I could now, when I have the 16-foot, also add the repeating tertian mixture, the EG mixture, which I think gives a really wonderful effect. Not really higher pitch and so, but louder, a little bit more, like we said, flames with the mixtures and boldness with the trumpet. Probably be my choice for this section, but I'm not so convinced when I get to this section. If I go back, take away the loudest stops, fortissimo, and just take the 8-4-3-2. Let's compare. It's more clear, it's more clean. So it is interesting for us to listen to and learn from this type of instrument about the different possibilities of Pleno and the challenges, like the octave repeating mixtures, based sometimes in the treble on 16-foot instead of 8-foot. So acoustically, it's really difficult to use that at the beginning. So we have to listen, we have to be aware. And the one thing I'd like myself to remember, and you also to remember, is that the 2-foot is really the highest pitch in this range, not the mixture. It's so different from what we're used to in neo-Baroque kind of inspired or traditional organs. And this is also very interesting when we go to the 19th century, and for example to the sonatas by Felix Mendelsohn, which we will do very soon. But maybe I first should it's so natural when you hear, with this type of principal Pleno, without loud stops, we could just try something that the instrument really invites you to dialogue between the great, between the Oberwerk. And I just take one sonata by Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach. So we could take the quint Pleno, or we could take maybe just the 8/4-2. It's just music for this instrument and this aesthetic. And another thing, when we talked about the big Pleno and kind of the problems with linear textures and so on, when we have just chordal textures, it is absolutely stunning. We should just listen to one such piece where it doesn't matter at all. Just the effect of it is quite stunning. I have a piece by Kellner, G minor fantasy. So we have the full Pleno of the great with the mixtures and with the trumpet. I don't have a flute 4. It just, sometimes you can take the 8-foot stops. If you double, that's fine. But the 4-foot flute and a 2-foot flute, they always make it, it sounds like it's not tasting well anymore. It's too old or something. So it gets confused in tuning. colorful, lots of character. And there actually in minor keys, the tertian gives that kind of drama. Otherwise it doesn't really, if we listen to it, it doesn't sound well. If I take away the trumpet, it's much better generally in major keys. Than in minor keys. So sometimes I think maybe Schiörlin built this so that you can be really careful and get kind of more harmony or more character, more kind of salt and spice into and drama into a piece. So you can really select being aware of the acoustical effect of this. So let's go to Felix Mendelsohn.